All right, what's up, everybody? It's Ethan here, coming to you from the beautiful Georgia Pass outside of Fairplay, Colorado. It is a little bit of a cloudy morning, but it's a beautiful view up here nonetheless. A little bit of clouds, a little bit of smoke, but what are you gonna do? But anyway, I parked up here, and today I am going to be heading up the Continental Divide Trail about 3 miles from here to the summit of Glacier Peak, which is a 12,000 foot peak here in the Park County, Fairplay area of Colorado, and should be really awesome. And you can see here they even got a sign for Glacier Ridge. That is where I am heading. So you can actually drive a little ways further up this road from Georgia Pass, but it's only 3 miles to the summit from here, and I don't want to beat up my car any more than I already did getting up here. I mean, the road's not too bad getting up here, but you can see that as soon as you leave Georgia Pass, it turns into quite the shit show. So rather just park down there at the pass and hike the remainder of it. But anyway, it's good to be hiking again. Good to be making a video. I know I haven't posted a video in quite some time. It's been about 3 months, and I am kind of coming off of some injuries and other personal issues that I've been dealing with the last couple of months here. So just really haven't been able to do any hiking, and any hikes I have done haven't really been video worthy. The very couple of hikes I have done in the last 2-3 months have all been really easy, short, little nothing hikes. So I figured I'd make a video of this today and get back into it. So anyway, guys, I'll get back to you a little further up the trail. All right, well, despite the smoke, beautiful views up here, up over 12,000 feet. I'm at about 12,100 right now, and it is just amazing. That's definitely another peak I'm hoping to climb one of these days. Mount, I think it's pronounced Guyot, I don't know. G-U-Y-O-T. Pretty gnarly 13er. That's actually the route that I wanted to take, which is a high class 2, low class 3 route. Looks like a lot of fun. And yeah, it is beautiful up here. It feels good to be above tree line again finally. You can see, unfortunately, looking south, I mean, it is really smoky down there. Really, really smoky. Kind of just becoming an every summer occurrence the last 3 or so years. But anyway, I've still got a decent amount of mileage left, but in terms of elevation, I've already gone up like over half of, well, not over half, but about half of the total elevation gain for this hike. So things are going well. Beautiful alpine ridgeline up here. This is incredible. Not sure where Glacier Peak actually is. I feel like it's probably that up there, but I'm not positive. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful ridgeline to hike on. It just feels really good to be out doing this again. Honestly, just being above tree line, hiking in Colorado feels good. And as is the case with most 12ers, I appear to be the only one up here. Well, I'm at 12.3, 12.4, and you'd think I'd be a little bit closer, but it looks like I have to go down probably about 250, 300 feet of elevation and then go back up. But I am fairly confident that that's the summit up there. So I'm getting close. And it is beautiful up here. Sun's actually come out a little bit since I've been hiking, which is nice. They are calling for thunderstorms up here though, starting at noon, so I definitely can't be up here all day. But so far, the trail has been steep in some spots, but for the most part, just kind of a fairly mellow ridge walk. And not too bad, which is perfect for me, just getting back into things. But I do have a feeling that last little stretch up to the summit there is going to be a bitch. That looks very steep, but not too long, so. All right, starting to make my way up the steepest, well, I'd say second steepest part of this hike, but look at all these flowers out here. Beautiful. Seeing lots of wildflowers on the hike today. And behind that peak, the one behind it back there, that's a 13er that I've climbed, Bald Mountain. I'm assuming I'll probably get a better view of it from the summit. But just enjoying all these wildflowers and these beautiful views. Should be, distance-wise at least, should be getting pretty close. I'm not sure if that's the actual summit right there. I don't think it is, but it's definitely close. All right, well, I made it up to the summit of Glacier Peak, 12,853 feet, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's obviously still very smoky, but still managing to get some good views. There's the 10-mile range out there. Quandary Peak is over there, but it's, you know, pretty hazy in that direction, so it's hard to see. Grays and Torreys over there, those two peaks, getting a great view of those. And right over there, that's Whale Peak, that's a 13er, and that's the next major summit on this ridge line. So you can actually stay on the CDT and hike it up and around to that peak as well. I will not be doing that today because that's going to add, I mean, that would make this like a 12-mile round trip hike, and that's just too long for my first hike back in the game, and also considering that it's supposed to start thunderstorming in like a couple of hours, too long for that as well. But anyway, it took me about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes to get up here to the summit, so timing wasn't bad at all. It's about 3.5 miles each way and about a total of 1,500 feet of elevation gain if you include the parts where you go down and back up. So like total elevation gain. There's going to be a little on the way back as well, obviously. But yeah, beautiful views. There's Boreas Mountain, Bald Mountain, and Mount Guyot. Like I said, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but all three of those are 13ers. And yeah, you can see over to Atlantic, Pacific, Father Dyer peaks, all down there. And then way up over there in the distance is Mount Sherman. Sorry, I don't know what just happened right there. Anyway, interesting thing about this summit is you can actually see it kind of like, it doesn't look like much of a summit. I mean, it just rises up a little bit here, and then there's a couple other little spots up there. I might hike over there to check that out to see if that's the official summit, but I'm pretty sure that this is the official summit, given the fact that there's a geologic marker here, and according to Google Maps, this is the summit. But I don't know. I think they might have the marker here and everything, but I think that all of this kind of counts as the summit of Glacier Peak. It's not your average looking summit, that's for sure. It's very large, wide open, grassy summit, but that's actually fairly typical for 12,000 foot peaks in Colorado, at least. But anyway, I'm gonna hike over to that one. I'll see if I get some views to show you over there, and then probably have a little snack break before heading back down. All right, one last view from up here on the summit. Spent quite a bit of time up here. I've been up here for over 45 minutes now, but sometimes it's just nice when you got a beautiful summit like this to yourself, and you know that it's going to stay that way. I mean, I could stay up here all day and be pretty confident in the fact that I wouldn't see another person, but I am going to start heading back down now. It is about that time. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. It's a really great experience that, you know, a lot of people are just totally missing out when it comes to these 12,000 foot peaks in Colorado. I mean, there are so many 12,000 foot peaks all over the place in Colorado. I mean, including all over the Front Range. There's all of these peaks that give you a very similar experience to hiking a 13er or a 14er, but there's just no crowds. There's no people. I mean, literally, I saw two people at Georgia Pass, and they were going the opposite direction that I was going. They were going down a different trail. And other than that, nobody the whole day. I mean, from the time I started the hike all the way to the summit here, and this whole time, this, 50 minutes now I've been sitting on the summit, it's been just me. So that's a pretty cool experience to have. I mean, having a summit like this to yourself, it's a really unique experience, and it's not one that you're ever going to get on a 14er, and it's one that you may get on certain 13ers, but generally in my experience you will see at least a couple other people on the 13ers. But up here on the 12ers, nobody. All right, well, I'm back down off of the ridge. Came down the CDT there, and actually I missed it on the way up. When I was hiking up this road, I just kept walking right past and going up that way, and I ended up having to just cut off the road and go straight up the side of the peak, or up the side of that slope there, till it met up with the trail up there on the ridge. And I can see now why I missed it. It's freaking fenced off. I don't know why this is why they have this fenced off like this, when clearly there's a marked trail. I mean, this is not just any trail, this is the freaking Continental Divide Trail. So whatever. But anyway, if you're going to come out here and do this, just remember, when you're hiking up there, driving up this Jeep road, when the road turns over in that direction and you're passing by this fence, remember, you'll see this little very faint looking trail here and a couple of little trail markers up there. That's the way you're going to want to go. It's easy to miss. All right, guys, made it back to Georgia Pass. There's a few more people here now than there were earlier, but it's still really not crowded at all, even down here. And up on that ridge, like I said earlier, there was nobody. Didn't see anybody the whole day until I got back down here on the Jeep road going back here to the pass. But yeah, really awesome hike. Not too bad. Took me just over 3 hours round trip, and that's including the, you know, nearly hour I spent up on the summit. So really great way to get a nice secluded summit in without having to put in too much work. And it was definitely the perfect hike for me to get back into this. So yeah, highly recommend checking this one out if you want, like I said, if you want a secluded and not too difficult summit to climb. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. This is a really fun day out. I am so glad I'm able to be out here hiking again. It feels really good. I almost forgot how awesome this is. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I know I haven't posted anything in a while, but that should definitely be changing. Because honestly, this was kind of like a test hike to see how it would do, and it was no problem at all. So I think I can definitely do more hikes that are similar or slightly more in difficulty to this, and over time I'll build myself back up to where I was. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off now. So have a good one. I'll see you on the next adventure.